Hey everyone, welcome to DevRunner. My name is Paul. I'm an endurance runner and an RRCA certified running coach, and this is episode number 3 of Project 105.5. In this series, I'm documenting everything that goes into my training as I prepare for a 2-hour, 52-minute, and 23-second or faster marathon attempt, which will take place on April 30th of 2023 at my local high school track. Yes, I'm insane enough to try to run a marathon. 26.2 miles or 42.2 kilometers on a 400-meter track. Now this time around, I'll be detailing my training from April 3rd through the 9th. I'm hoping to hit somewhere between 65 and 70 miles this week and continue to ramp up in mileage and intensity. And I will be sharing all the tips and tricks and solid advice that I can think of to help you become a healthier, happier, faster, and stronger runner yourself. So I hope you'll stick with me. Now, if you're looking for any help from a running coach, or if you're looking for your own customized training plan, I encourage you to check out my website at devrunnercoaching.com, and you can get yourself signed up for a free 20-minute video consultation with me, and we can talk about your goals and how we can achieve them by working together. Now with that said, folks, let's just get on with the show. Here we go. Hey folks, it's Monday, April 3rd, 2023. I just finished a 7-mile recovery run to start this week 2 of this training cycle. It took me, how long did it take me? 1 hour and 2 minutes and 42 seconds. Averaged 8:57 a mile. Just taking it nice and easy after yesterday's 16 miles. And enjoying it. Light rain is coming down now. So I'm hoping it hits somewhere around 70 to 75 miles of running this week. Get a little bit more intensity in there and try to simulate slogging out 1 billion miles like I did for the last training cycle without running 1 billion miles. So that means more intensity. Try, be ready for my next PR attempt. Hey everyone, it's Tuesday, April 4th, 2023, and as promised, I just arrived at the track. It's a hot one today. It's already 75 degrees and it's climbing. It's supposed to hit 80, possibly 81 degrees here in North Carolina, my neck of the woods here in North Carolina, and that ain't gonna stop me. If I've got time, I'm hoping to do some setup and some testing of the equipment that will allow me to get this live stream done at the end of the month. And so I'll be setting up a couple of cameras, make that phones on tripods at different sides of the track, and hooking them to a private live stream. Make sure that at least I can control what I can control, what I need to control at a bare minimum. But beyond that, folks, let's talk about the workout. My plan for today is a total of 10 miles, probably a 3-mile warm-up. Then I'm going to go after a little small ladder workout, a 400 and 800, a couple of 1600s, and then ladder back down with another 800 and another 400, for a total of 3.5 miles of on time. I just finished the track workout. I did a 2.5-mile warm-up, tested the live streaming, and Susie from I Run Things was kind enough to jump in for a while and help me test, logging people in remotely while I was hosting from the phone, and everything seemed really good to go. I got about 25 minutes into the live stream and suddenly T-Mobile cut me off. My 5G, it just was done. It wouldn't happen anymore. So far, this is look. I will call them to find out what happened there, but I've got a feeling this puts the kibosh on a live stream that lasts the entire 3.5 hours. I may do a live stream impromptu before we get started on the morning of, and then maybe have Pam host one as she sits on the sidelines as I run around for a little while, and then do a wrap up with all the celebrity guests after it's all over and to announce what happened. But I think the idea of 3 continuous hours of remote live stream with, depending on 5G, is out of the question. As far as today's workout went, folks, I did a 400, an 800, 2 1600s, an 800, and then another 400. The times are on the screen right now. It was 81 degrees out there in the air. The track that I come to for my weekly workouts is not the one that I will be racing on, but this one is made out of concrete and tarmac, so extra hot. So I'm sure it was 85, 90 degrees on the track today. Just sweating buckets. Horsey cam. That's a beautiful horsey. Hello, beautiful horsey. Oh, sweetie. Hello. Hello. Pretty horsey. You handsome horsey. Hello. I don't want you to get hurt by that. Thanks, I just want to say hello. I can. Hello. You're a sweetie. Yes, you are. Hey folks, it's Wednesday, April 5th, 2023. I just finished 7 miles of recovery running. Nice and slow. I think I averaged, well, what did I average? 9:25 per mile. Took me 1 hour and 5 minutes and 56 seconds to get this one done. It is 82 degrees Fahrenheit. It is over 90% humidity. Summer's back and I'm miserable. I'm just worried. I'm just worried that maybe I planned this too late in the season. I'm fully committed. I will continue training hard as if everything's going to go peachy keen, but on race day. But yeah, I try to keep it in the back of my head that this may be a lost cause with the North Carolina weather being what it is. Hey everyone, it's Thursday, April 6th, 2023. It's 2:30 in the afternoon. I just finished a 13.1 mile middle long run. Took me 1 hour, 42 minutes and 36 seconds, averaged 7 minutes and 50 seconds per mile. Not moving particularly fast, but that's because it's 84 degrees out here and high humidity. I had designs on maybe doing some 2-mile blocks at marathon pace, but yeah, fat chance of that in this kind of weather. I did spend many miles in the middle of this run, down in the 17s pace-wise. So I would say with this heat, it's probably very close to an equivalent of running 6:30s. So you know, I know I got benefit, big benefit from this run, not just cardiovascular-wise, but also from you know, the biomechanics of moving quickly, and of course the mental toughness of continuing on despite the heat and the discomfort. So I'll take it as a win since I don't have a choice. And onward and upward from here. All right folks, I'm going to make sure I get plenty of hydration in me, make sure I get some noon tablets into my water as soon as I get home to get the electrolytes back up, because I'm a heavy sweater under all conditions, but especially you add heat and humidity and I lose buckets. I would really not be surprised at all if I lost 3 or 4 pounds during this run purely from sweat, which means on top of my base, you know, 2 liters of water a day, I will be adding another 2 liters just to make up for the loss in body fluids, so that my body can do everything it needs to do to heal up. Hey folks, it's Friday, April 7th, 2023. I was planning to run a 7-mile easy run on the treadmill today. I got to 6.14 miles when suddenly the treadmill stopped and the screen came on and said, please replace the magnetic safety key Unfortunately, as you may be able to see right there, the safety key is in fact in place. So there's obviously a wire's come loose or something. So looks like I'm going to be on hold with the Proform Nordic Track / Icon, who is the parent company of both of them. I am so scared that this is going to be a repeat of what I went through for 5 months 2 years ago to get this machine replaced. Hopefully it's just going to be a matter of some help from an online technician and some online video camera calls to get this solved. I'm not going to panic. I'm not going to catastrophize yet, but I'm certainly not impressed. What this really means to me is that tomorrow's run, which is supposed to be 8 miles of aerobic running, is going to be outside. It's been driving rain for over 24 hours here. I mean, just coming down in buckets, and it's supposed to go straight through the night, straight through all of tomorrow. Hey folks, it's Saturday, April 8th, 2023. I just finished 7 miles of running on the treadmill, believe it or not. It took me 55 minutes and 5 seconds to get the job done. I am pleased to say that just having the machine unplugged, I replugged it yesterday after about an hour of just letting it drain, and it booted up like normal, and it gave me a perfect run with no fits today. But however, I do want to point out the fact that I did contact Icon, who is the parent company of both Proform and Nordic Track. So, I just want people to know that that's basically the same company with different branding. It was an utterly different experience than it was when my machine broke down 2 years ago. So good news there. I called their customer service expecting to be on hold for like an hour to 90 minutes like it was a couple of years ago. And within 3 minutes, I got a human being once I went through the phone tree. And they connected me with a video app that allowed them to see what I was seeing here with the treadmill and hopefully diagnose the problem. And so they're going to mail me a new part for where the magnetic key attaches and wires into the main heads-up display. And then they will schedule a technician to come out and install that part. So this is where things broke down the last time. The initial contact was all right, but then it took me 5 months to get a working treadmill again. If you don't know that story, I encourage you to go check out my Proform treadmill videos in case you're in the market and you want to know what to avoid, etc., etc. Hey folks, happy Easter Sunday. I am here at the track. It's almost 10 a.m. and I am here to test my ability to stay sane before the big race day. I'm planning to go 20 miles, and it's going to be 20 miles on the track. It's an absolutely beautiful day. I can only pray for weather that's perfect. On the race day itself, it's about 45 degrees right now. By the time I'm finished, it should be like low 50s, so perfection. It's a little breezy, no doubt about it. It's gusting even now, but I'll learn to live with that. Hey folks, 80 laps around the 400-meter track, complete. It took me 2 hours, 31 minutes, and 55 seconds. I averaged 7 minutes and 40 seconds per mile. It actually equals 19.82 miles, but I decided I was stopping at 80 flat. I wasn't going to go the extra go around just for the sake of saying it. I did. The fact is, I got to pick up my mom for Easter dinner and get her back to family homestead so we can all enjoy a nice big southern Easter meal, and get to put back some proteins and carbs and fats and enjoy the calorie input. So I'm happy to say that the 80 laps didn't feel bad at all. I was watching 3 podcasts, 2 podcasts by the History Guy and 1 of the Marathon Training Academy, and I was so absorbed by the content and the wonderful hosting that I barely noticed the laps going by, in all truth. that's good news. I did start to feel a little bit like I was pounding into the pavement. The track that I just did this on is tarmac. It is hard surface, just like the road. The one that I'm running the race on is a true track, nice and bouncy and spongy, and I will be wearing my Saucony Endorphin Pro 3s for that, so all that should combine to keep my feet and my legs feeling far fresher than they do today. So good news here. All right, welcome to the week in review. I have to admit, this was a little bit of a worrisome week for me. Even though I hit my mileage, this was definitely a week of uh-ohs. Starting on Tuesday with that incredible heat at the track, I found out a couple of things that I didn't really like, that my system was not used to dealing with the heat when trying to move fast. The times for those 400s, 800s, and 1600s were really beyond disappointing, if I'm going to be all honest and all truthful with you, which I always like to be. And on top of that, all of the technical tests that I did to make sure that I was going to be able to bring you a live stream of the final track marathon turned out for the worse. And it looks like that's not in the cards anymore, though I have to admit that I've done some quick planning, and there are other opportunities that will still make it an exciting and fun and running YouTuber celebrity filled cavalcade for all of you viewers. So I hope you'll stay tuned. I will give you much more detail on that next week. However, just to get on with talking about training in this past week. The heat continued on through Wednesday and Thursday, and that Thursday medium long run, that 13 miler, was definitely lacking. Though I kept it in the aerobic range, I did not really get the opportunity to really hammer some tempo miles or even some marathon pace miles, which I'm feeling like I'm not getting in the training that I want. Though perhaps that's for the better, as I am still just ramping up after the Tobacco Road Marathon a couple of weeks back. So who knows? Maybe that's not as bad as I think it is. However, by the time I hit the treadmill for the Friday and Saturday runs, a bit of a scare, technically speaking. Hopefully I'm not going to be without a treadmill. Because the last time that happened, it was a 5-month nightmare trying to deal with Proform / Nordic Track / Icon. I'm to the point now where the order is in for the new part, but I have not heard from them as to when that part is going to arrive or when the technician is supposed to show up at the house to install that part. So hopefully that will be soon. Hopefully I'll have something to report to you by next week's video. Fingers crossed. All right, folks. Beyond that, like I said, my mileage was right where I wanted it to be. I was really happy with the 20 miler at the track on Sunday. It proved that my mental ability to put up with that kind of monotony is there. So good news there. Beyond that, I got in all 7 of my core routines. I did get in 1 strength routine. And the other good news is that I managed to drop a little bit over half a pound. I'm weighing in now at 140.4 pounds. I'm going to have to get on the ball with that. I really want to be 137 or lighter by the time race day comes without starving myself, because, when you're doing this kind of demanding training, you've got to feed your body what it needs. So it's a very iffy balancing act you got to pull off if you're going to lose weight while you're in the midst of a training cycle. All right, folks, I think that's all I got for you this time around. I appreciate you being with me. Again, if you're looking for a coach to help you with your training, please go to my website, devrunnercoaching.com, and sign up for your free 20-minute video consultation with me. Until then, folks, please get healthy, stay strong, and keep pushing. I'll catch you next week. Peace out.